I know this stuff with the virus is terrible what's going on, and I ain't making light of it, but you imagine being like in your early 20s or whatever in the sort of like 1940s and being said, there you go, there's a gun, go and stand over there near them Germans. Not good. Now you fast forward today, right, we've got a new enemy, it's a virus. What I want you all to do is stay at home and do absolutely F all. Okay, I know which one I'd choose out of those two. Andy from gymnutrition.co.uk, back with another video. So I was going through all my comments and stuff, and I'm getting the same old questions time after time after time. Oh, what's the best Sarms to take as a beginner? I've never took Sarms before. Now I was thinking, hard to say. Why don't you just watch my other videos? But on reflection, I'm thinking, well, why the hell would somebody in the right mind watch all my videos? So it gives me a good excuse to sort of rehash old material and so forth. So anyway, as you know, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a physician, I'm not a scientist, I'm not even a qualified coach. So all what I'm about to say is just my own personal experiences for your entertainment, in inverted commas, purposes. So how do you get past that plateau? The next thing to probably look at is going to be your diet, because I can guarantee you won't be eating enough, or if you are eating enough calories, you're not going to be eating the right amount of calories. So who's going to eat 6 meals a day if your aim is to add muscle? And I can guarantee you won't be eating enough protein for building muscle requirements. So once you address the diet and get the diet on point, you will start gaining a little bit more muscle. Again, maybe 3 months it'll plateau, maybe 6 months it'll plateau, etc. We're all individual at the end of the day. So when you reach that next plateau, you're kind of thinking, oh, I'm not gaining any more, I want to put a bit more muscle on. What do I look at then? Well, maybe start looking at supplements. You can add in things like, I was about to say whey protein. You probably would be taking whey protein once you've looked at the diet side of it. So you might want to add some creatine, you might want to add some essential amino acids, you might want to add a pre-workout. Now I kind of like pre-workouts, but I'm the sort of person that won't take a pre-workout every single session, because I just find that you get used to it and it doesn't work quite as well, and you kind of rely on it. So if you've got everything right, you eat, sleep very important, train, your diet's right, you've got your health supplements right, so like your essential fats, your good quality multivitamin, maybe throw a bit of fibre in there, etc, etc. If you're feeling tired all the time, then something's not quite right. So I would not advocate taking a pre-workout all the time unless you've addressed probably the sleep, probably maybe the stress that you got in your life. You might be able to take care of that, you might not, might be work related, relationship related, blah 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 blah. But don't rely on a pre-workout every single workout. If you're tired, or if you want extra kicks, maybe you're training legs. Legs are the hardest body part to train, so you might want to consider taking a pre-workout then. So now once you've done all of these steps, you might think to yourself, okay, I've been training for 2 years now. It's took me 2 years to get my training, my diet, eat, sleep, train on point. It took me 2 years to do that. I've gained a reasonable amount of muscle. I think I'm now ready to try something to step it up. So you've got a few things that you may or may not take, but let's stick to the Sarms route for now. So the first Sarm that I ever took, and I would probably say is the best advice, but again, I'm not a doctor, so don't even take Sarms, don't even listen to me basically, is Ostarine. Now the reason I'm saying Ostarine, because that is a nice mild Sarm. You'll get a little bit of kick, or I got a little bit of kick, I should say. I got a little bit of kick in size, strength, condition by taking Ostarine, and you're very unlikely, as I was, didn't really affect me in the shutdown, so I didn't really notice any shutdown. Maybe I got a bit, I didn't have a blood test, I don't know, but I felt exactly the same when I came off. Sex drive was the same, pretty shit, so that didn't really alter. I didn't seem to lose 10 ton of muscle, didn't feel tired when I come off, didn't feel like depressed, fed up, whatever. I just felt same as. The gains did go down slightly, but because you're not putting massive gains on, you don't lose a massive amount when you come off with Ostarine. So why did I choose to take Ostarine? The main reason, because it is the mildest one. So looking at the way I figure out things, if I'm taking the mildest one, I'm going to get to that next plateau. Yeah. So what am I going to do the time after? If I jumped in and took every single Sarm in high dosages, done a mega stack, I'm still going to get to a plateau. Might be slightly higher plateau than with the Ostarine, but I'm going to plateau out nevertheless. And then I'm going to come off the Sarms, and then I'm going to say to myself, okay, I'm going to give it a few months, and then I'm going to go back on. So I'll go back on what? Because I want to get to the next plateau up, not to the same plateau that was on the course before. Yeah, so it gives you somewhere to go. If you start with the mildest plateau there, come off a bit, come off the Sarms like I did, and then I'll go down slightly, not back to where I started, I'll probably go down half, and then when I go on something else, like maybe I think I went on Rad 140 on the next course that I've done, I breached that plateau from the Ostarine, so I went up the next level up, if that makes any sense. So always try and leave yourself somewhere to go for the next course. Don't just bang straight in. Yeah, it doesn't work like that. Be patient. You've got to be patient and just keep trying to breach the plateau from the last course. So that's kind of what I've done, and a few people that, you know, customers and so forth, that I've told them to do the same. But yeah, I know everybody wants it like yesterday. Oh, I want to get big, but I don't want to wait like 6 months. 6 months? I'm talking 2 years. Don't rush things. The more you rush things, oh look, I've took all of this, and I've took Anapolon and Tren and Deca and Test, and I put on 2 stone. Yeah, you have put on 2 stone, but you look like a bag of shit, mate. You cannot force it any quicker than it will naturally go by itself, if that makes any sense. So the more weight you put on, not good, because that will not be quality weight. That'll be water bloaty, crappy look. So if that's the look you want to go for, crack on. I don't really give a shit, do I? But best advice is what I just said. So anyway, hopefully that helps a few of you people out there, and you're enjoying your lockdown. So on that note, I'm going to try and edit this because I've done loads of all the way through, and I'll speak to you on the next one.